All right, so I'm gonna go a little bit, I'm gonna go ahead and go over my build a little bit here. I've had some people asking me kind of what I'm using, what build I have, blah blah blah. So this is my collect everything sorceress. So she's trying to collect every amulet in the game, every ring in the game, every belt, armor, gloves, helms, yada yada yada. So this kind of takes you through all the various items, all the various sets, blah blah blah, right? So kind of go over what she's using though, and some alternatives and stuff I can use if I need. So I start out with Death Fathom, 3 sword skills, faster cast rate, and the cold damage is the 27% cold damage is just untouchable. It increases my damage over Hodo by like 1400 on Blizzard, which is insane. Shaco, once again, I'm Magic Find right now, so I have 521 Magic Find. So Shaco with Socketed Topaz, Perfect Maras, 35 faster cast rate Spirit. I have my Scolders for the MF. I would socket that if I was using Socket Quest. 34 Chances, I haven't found any better. 29 and 30 Nagels. And Iraq for the plus skills and for the faster cast rate. And then some 49 War Travs. I also have a Torch and a Nihilus. I did Ubers. I have YouTube videos of me doing those with my sorceress, kind of soloed if you want to watch those. And then I've got MF and resistance charms, and then a Jeeds and whatever. I have a CTA, and then on my offhand I use an Alibaba with 2 MF jewels. So you can see I have the 17 better chance of MF on top of the 95, and then just another random spirit that I put over there. So that is kind of her gear right now. My mercenary uses an F Fortitude. It's not an amazing defense fortitude or anything like that. I could probably make a lot better one with this. I think 775 is that my highest? Yeah. So I think that would make a pretty decent one. Then he uses Endarials for the attack speed and skills and the life steal and everything, right? And Andy's is just good. And then Insight is good enough, and I get damage from it, or mana from it and everything like that. For my build, I have 1 in Warmth, 1 in these 3 keys, and the rest is 1 in Frozen Armor, and then everything else is going to be Blizzard, Glacial Spike, Ice Blast, Ice Bolt, and Cold Mastery. So I'm just kind of running that path that way. So that's kind of my build right now. It seems to work out, I think, pretty well. My damage is 7.3 to 7.6k. Once again, this is with like Nagels on and stuff and whatnot, so I can increase the damage a little bit with armor and ring changes. But other than that, I think like the max damage I get to is like 8.2k, and that's when I have CTA. 8.2 to like 8.6, something like that. I don't have any cold skillers or anything like that. Yeah. So that's my build, and then things that I'm kind of collecting outside of it. I'm collecting Eth armor, so I can kind of roll those for maybe future items if I want. You know, I made a smoke with one. I've got my 4 open socket armors. Kind of Eth weapons, right? So I have a giant thresher I can make an E-botted in or something. Maybe make a Enigma, whatever not. So I've just got kind of various things that I'm collecting around here. Different phase blades and whatever options. Here's all my skillers. I have 3 combat skills for Barb, 3 combat skills for Paladin, Mastery's Barb, Poison and Bone, Fire, Traps, Elemental, and Summoning. So, not great. Not great. I'm collecting some Monarchs. Here's more Faceblade stuff. Some keys. That's a decent charm, actually. And here's some charms that I have for lifers and other resistances if I ever want to change it out. So, just kind of some various stuff. And then last thing that you might want to see is my runes. These are the important runes that I have. Outside of like I've made like Fortitude and CTA and stuff, but this is what I have now that's left over. I've made Hodo as well and stuff. Why don't I ist my Aussie? But yeah, so that's my character overall.